But our top story is on AIADMK Supremo and Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalithaa, who reached 7 RCI a short while back, and she is meeting the Prime Minister. In fact, she did receive a very warm reception by the supporters of her party at the Delhi airport. This is the Chief Minister's first visit to Delhi after her landslide win in the recently concluded assembly elections last month. The newly formed government has promised more social welfare schemes for its people, but the state will need financial assistance from the centre to fulfill them. In return, sources say Prime Minister and the party would tap Jayalalitha's 12 MPs in the Rajya Sabha, where the NDA government does need the support for passing crucial legislations. Sources close to Jayalalithaa say that she will submit petitions on 32 matters. On the top of the list would be her demand for additional funds for natural disasters. The Chief Minister is also likely to raise the issue of 7 convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case and might ask for their release. Other issues include the frequent detention and attacks on Tamil fishermen by the Sri Lankan Navy and the retrieval of the Kachathivu island from Sri Lanka. Sources have told India Today that Prime Minister Modi is likely to even probe the Chief Minister on joining the BJP-led NDA government at the centre. The AIADMK had 50 MPs and the BJP has been exploring the possibility of the AIADMK being a part of the government. Now, we are getting an information from sources that the Chief Minister would be flying back after her meeting with the Prime Minister over high tea, and then she would take up all the matters and discuss the issues at the AIADMK National Executive meeting on the 18th of June. And shifting back to our top focus story about Jayalalithaa meeting the Prime Minister today. In fact, she arrived in the national capital to a very warm reception by her party supporters, and now she has already reached 7 RCR a short while back. She is meeting the Prime Minister. They would be discussing a host of issues. This is, of course, her first visit post the assembly elections win last month, and now her government does need the very important financial assistance from the centre to fulfill all those tall poll promises that she made to the electorate. Now, in return, according to sources, Prime Minister would be tapping Jayalalitha's 12 MPs in the Rajya Sabha, where the NDA government also needs the support for the passage of crucial bills and legislations. Let's just wait and see as to what really comes out from this crucial meet between the Chief Minister of the state of Tamil Nadu and the Prime Minister. That's the wish list from the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. 32 matters that could possibly be put forth the Prime Minister, the biggest one being the financial assistance, the amount of money that she needs for natural disasters. In fact, she's also likely to seek the release of 7 convicts in former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi's assassination case. And other than that, the issues also include the frequent detention and attacks on Tamil fishermen by the Sri Lankan Navy and the retrieval of Kachathivu islands from Sri Lanka. Okay, so we have now with us India Today's Gaurav Sawant, who's been getting us all the information. Gaurav, so clearly the BJP is eyeing an alliance with the AIADMK, while the Chief Minister is eyeing, a huge financial assistance package from the centre.
And the BJP, from what my sources tell me, wants to see this as a win-win situation. Of course, talks at a very preliminary stage is what sources tell us. They have toyed with the idea. They have, put out the trial balloon. Will it fructify in this meeting? It still remains to be seen. Of course, what AIADMK sources are telling India Today is that Jayalalithaa, after meeting Prime Minister, will go back, and on the 18th of June, in the general executive of the party, this matter will come up. Some within the party say that they are happier off without the alliance, but they would seek financial assistance, not just for expansion of the airport and the metro, but also for the welfare scheme. So it's development and welfare for which Jayalalithaa wants additional funds, which to an extent, from what sources say, will be easier if in case she's a part of the NDA alliance. The BJP would be very happy, with additional numbers, especially in Rajya Sabha, should the AIADMK choose to be a part of the alliance. But they're still hoping for closer ties, and the AIADMK, from what sources tell us, is happier with issue-based support, so that they have more say and more bargaining power. So it all remains to be seen on what transpires in this crucial meeting that India Today viewers are watching on the television screen between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalithaa.
No, and if Jayalalithaa does agree to ally with the party, this would indeed come as a huge boost for the BJP, wouldn't it, Gaurav? Especially after, them narrowing the Rajya Sabha gap in the recently concluded elections.
You are spot on there, but the effort is to see whether it's a win-win for both. Some of the AIADMK leaders have been saying that there is more in this for the BJP than for the AIADMK. So it remains to be seen whether the Prime Minister, in his talks with Jayalalithaa, makes it into a win-win for both. The BJP would be very keen on AIADMK being a part of the alliance. It shores up their numbers, makes their development easier. They're seeking support on the crucial issue of GST. So in all of that, it remains to be seen whether Jayalalithaa comes on board, what she takes away from the table here, what are the big ticket announcements as far as money for welfare and development are concerned. There are also foreign policy issues, but they are seen more, as a bargaining chip. It's a financial package for Tamil Nadu, which is seen as a big takeaway for her. Whether she goes away from this meeting with a big win, and what then emerges after the 18th meeting.
All right, just stay with me. We also have with us Pramod Madhav. Pramod, the BJP very keen on an alliance with AIADMK. We've seen, the kind of relationship that the Chief Minister shares with the Prime Minister, with the Prime Minister also visiting the rain-hit state. But what does really the AIADMK have for themselves if they do agree to get into an alliance with the BJP?
Well, Avantika, the thing is like this. When it comes to BJP and AIADMK, the leaders of the centre are always okay for an alliance with the AIADMK. But when it comes to the leaders of Tamil Nadu alone, they oppose it. They are constantly said that AIADMK is a corrupt party and they are and a party that promotes alcoholism in the state. But as you said, if AIADMK and BJP come closer, AIADMK would have an upper hand. It already has 50 MPs on the assembly, and whatever AIADMK wants from the centre, it can easily take it from them. But accordingly, as of sources on the ground in Tamil Nadu, Jayalalithaa still holds the upper hand, and she is not yet completely okay for an alliance with BJP because she is not going to gain anything out of it as of now in the state. Because she's already the Chief Minister for the second term, and she's got already 5 years on her hand, and she's got 50 MPs in the assembly, which means that the BJP is the one that has to come to her, and that way they have already agreed for many terms with AIADMK and Jayalalithaa, but still Jayalalithaa is only on the thinking mode. She's just thinking what can be done, what can be a fruitful thing if she goes with the BJP, Avantika.
But she would need, that support and financial assistance from the centre, wouldn't it, with all those tall poll promises that have been made and all those social welfare schemes that have been announced?
Exactly, Avantika. She's going to speak to the Prime Minister about a liberal support for finances. But at the same time, like I mentioned, she's got 50 MPs.
Yes, and that's a huge number of MPs, isn't it?
Yes, and even for support, BJP right now needs AIADMK to pass the GST bill. That is a major clause, and that is why even Modi and the BJP's regime are, even after the meeting with Modi, she's going to meet with Pon Radhakrishnan, Nirmala Sitharaman and Ravi Shankar Prasad, and we presume that the GST is the only major thing they are going to discuss about. As of now, Jayalalithaa and AIADMK has been very much clear in not supporting GST, saying that it would cause a loss of 9,700 crores for the state, and that's the reason they are not supporting it. But BJP needs the support of these MPs, and that is why they are taking the things slowly, Avantika.
All right. Yes, this is a visit of immense significance. Jayalalithaa, the Chief Minister of the state, meeting the Prime Minister as I speak. Pramod and Gaurav, thank you both. We, of course, will keep coming back to you for further updates.